Alright guys, I just want to put this build out there that I've been theory crafting slash pondering on the entire night. It's a Battleground heavy armor DK support tank. Your whole role is basically taking the damage away from the other people, keeping your guys alive, and aggravating the piss out of the enemy. The first set we're going to use, which is going to be our buff for our allies, it's going to be Powerful Assault, gives you health, stam, weapon damage, and when you heal somebody with your Vigor, you're going to give them weapon and spell damage for 15 seconds. So you're going to be buffing your allies to do more damage. The next set we're going to use is Prisoner Rags. It is a light armor set, but we're only going to get the jewelry, the one-handed weapon, and the shield. So that way we can maintain 7 heavy. This will give us stam, double stam recovery, and sprinting costs 50% less, and we restore 1000 magicka every second while we're sprinting. So this way we can stack health recovery on our jewelry. We have stamina recovery on this set, and we have our max stam on this set. So by doing that, we don't have to worry about stacking any forms of recovery. We can also gain additional resources by heavy attacking if we need to. The next set we're going to be using is 2-piece Troll King. It's going to increase our healing, but also when our allies start to get low in health, it's going to give them a massive boost with the additional health recovery. Getting into the skills. This is going to be a double sword and board setup. So for our ally defense bar, we're going to be using Igneous Shield. It's going to give us and our allies a good bubble, and it's going to get major mending as long as our bubble is up. We have our self-heal, and also it's going to give us the additional stamina recovery and health recovery that we need to make the build run, Green Dragon Blood. We're going to use Echoing Vigor instead of Resolving Vigor because we want a larger radius so more allies can be affected by our heal and also get the buff of additional weapon or spell power. Immovable Brute, it's going to give us our major armor and spell resist, but it's also going to allow us to break free at a lower cost, and it's also going to make us immune to knockbacks for 5 seconds. Guard, we're going to run this in both bars. This way our ally can be protected from taking damage. In addition, they can be healed better by our Vigor. We're going to use Take Flight on this bar. The reason why we have it on this bar is so Take Flight and Green Dragon Blood, they both fall under the Draconic Power, so we're going to get additional health recovery on this bar for us. And also Take Flight, when we cast it, it's going to give us good recovery. If I can find out which one that it was. There we go, Battle Roar. Our attack the enemy bar, which we're not really attacking, is debuffing the ever-loving piss out of them. We're going to have Ransack. It's going to break the enemy's armor. We could go with the other morph of this. Pierce Armor, if we have spell users on our team. But with this, combined with the fact that we get additional spell resistance as a Dragonite, this will balance out our resistances. We got Reflective Plate, so this way we can bounce back projectiles. You would want to cast this and then just start sprinting around in circles. This way you start reflecting stuff back and you get your magic back that you cast it for it. You got Reverberating Bash. What it's going to do is going to debuff the enemy by 30%, and it's also going to stun the enemies if you need them to. Choking Talons. It's going to lock people down, just be aggravating as hell. Same thing with this one. Cast it and just start sprinting to get that magicka back. Guard, you need it on both bars, so that way it doesn't come off of your ally. Then you're going to use Spell Wall whenever you're not casting Reflective Plate, so that way you can continuously reflect back anything that the Sorks are casting at you. The stone that you're going to want to use is the Steed. It's going to give you additional health recovery, and it's going to let your run speed be increased by 5%.